Of neuroblastoma. Battling cancer has made me exactly who I am today. I was diagnosed at 13 months old, so I do not remember going through treatment. But I am faced with the side effects of the treatment that I received, and even more so as I grew up, especially in high school and now applying for colleges. I thought the first few lines of my newly prepared college essay would be a good way to introduce myself to you. Some people call me Ned, some people call me funny, nice, or crazy, and to some, I'm just Molly. To be honest, I like Ned the most, but what NED truly stands for is no evidence of disease, what I will be forever known as to my doctors. I am a 16-year survivor of neuroblastoma, and there is no better way to describe me. Battling cancer from the day I was diagnosed to remission to no evidence of disease to facing side effects of the treatment has made me exactly the person standing in front of you now. I was diagnosed when I was 13 months old with high-risk stage 3 neuroblastoma. Tests revealed the histology of my tumor was poor and high risk, and I was given a 30% chance of survival. Back then, the protocol was 3891. I had 4 induction chemotherapies, a bone marrow harvest in Los Angeles. A CT after 4 months of treatment had revealed my tumor responded favorably to the treatment, and the resection of my tumor was planned. I got the chickenpox right before my surgery, so the surgery was delayed, and as a result, we had to change surgeons. My new surgeon completely removed my tumor, but 3 lymph nodes still showed neuroblastoma in them, and the tested tumor showed maturing neuroblastoma. My parents took me out the study that had randomized me to a bone marrow transplant with total bioradiation, and instead I had 3 consolidation chemotherapies lasting 96 straight hours each. And I had ended my treatment with 6 months of high-dose Accutane. And today, some 16 years later, I am healthy and cancer-free. However, I am not free from the long-term side effects of all the aggressive treatment that I have received at just a year. On the outside, and to most, I am just a normal teenager. Of course, a little bit more spontaneous than just that, but most have no idea of the side effects or what I've been through. I'm entering my senior year at Edina High School and will be the captain of my varsity dance team and also captain of the varsity girls golf team, which are 2 very big honors for me. I am also very involved in volunteering and earned my 2nd letter this year in community service. I am also involved in my church and choir at school. From the outside, no one would really ever know that physically my heart has some damage, 4 of my permanent teeth did not grow in, and I never see a bathroom that I do not use. But one of my more recent reasons I am here to talk to you about is the new issue I am seeing, slower learning processing. I took my first ACT last fall, and the score was not at all what I had hoped. It was very low, and it did not equate to the grades in school which I worked so hard to achieve. After meeting with a few of my teachers, they had explained how I had a hard time grasping new material, but because of my dedication to my work, I would slowly but surely understand the material and receive a good grade in the class. In result of this, my teachers advised us to meet with a nurse psychologist. She was amazing. I spent about 8 hours in her office just taking tests. But the test revealed without being timed, I was at or above average. When the tests were timed, I fell way below the average line. This shows it takes me a longer time to process newly given information. With enough time, I can show the same amount of knowledge or more as the average teenager. This longer processing is also sometimes called chemobrain, and is a very common long-term side effect from intense chemotherapy. But because I've always studied so hard and been so dedicated, no one ever realized that I needed help. Thank goodness we did eventually seek help, because there is a ton of help out there. Parents, please be aware of this early, because we are now struggling to convince the ACT testing center that I deserve more time on the test to fully show what I'm capable of. But because this issue was not addressed until so late, and they do not believe that my grades reflect this problem, they have yet to accept me for extra time. So please seek help as early as possible is my biggest advice, and can be one of the biggest helps for your kids, because throughout my schooling, I have never received the help that I deserve. Again, on the outside, and for the most part, I am a very happy and healthy teenager, but on the inside, there are side effects from the treatment that saved my life, which is more than worth it. I consider myself to be the luckiest girl and so grateful for the life that I am given. And I know that I have received a gift many do not, and it is my job to help find a cure to this disease and give hope to families that help struggle to see the light. I want to thank all of you for so much support over the many years of coming to the conference. And as Pat has always said, this conference does create a family that I'm so lucky to be a part of. But most of all, I want to thank my mom for always being there for me and fighting right alongside me. Sorry. I would not have half the opportunities that I do today without her. Again, cancer has made me exactly the person that I am today. It has made me more grateful and compassionate for all that I have in my life. And I just hope that I can help as many people that have been there for me throughout my battle and that have supported me every step of the way from finding a cure to this disease to fighting side effects myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly. That was wonderful. Does anybody want to ask any questions of Molly or Nicole?